I'm Craig, and today for the Surfboard Guide, we're going to check out the new Hot Knife by Chilli Surfboards. Is a 5.9 and it comes in at 5.9 by 19.3/8 by 2.5 and exactly 30.2 litres. So the Hot Knife is a fairly new kind of step-down performance shortboard offering from Chilli Surfboards. And it's a combination of two of their previous models that were really popular, a model called the Peri Peri and a model called the Stepdown 2. So what they've done is they've got the outline, somewhat the outline of the Stepdown 2, and then they've got the bottom curves of the Peri Peri. Put them together and made this hot little thing. The Hot Knife is also somewhat a pro model of one of their riders, Davies. So I'm not sure if you've seen him surf. He's a bigger dude. He weighs every part of, I think, 95 kilos. So it's awesome to see someone with that weight behind them surf so well. And a board crafter for a guy like that, I was absolutely frothing to check out. So flipping over the Hot Knife, it's got a pretty simple bottom. It's got a single up the front. It's got a double through the fins. And then it's just got a really light V off the tail that just make that rail-to-rail transitions through turns nice and easy. So I've been surfing the Hot Knife for a fair while now. I've had it for a couple of months. I've been in and out of the water. It's been a lot of fun to surf. It's the kind of thing I've been grabbing when waves have been in, say, the kind of, waist to overhead kind of range. Or even when it's been a little bit bigger but conditions are really junky. What the Hot Knife has, it hasn't actually, I don't know if you can see, but it's got a fairly flat rocker. And then it's just got like a nice little bit of lift through the nose just to keep you out of trouble. But that flat rocker, it just keeps a lot of speed and pace across flat sections. It makes linking sections really, really easy. And it makes surfing average conditions a lot of fun. One of the actual kind of fun things I've really noticed about the Hot Knife, I don't know if you can see there, just in front of the fins, it has quite a significant hip. Which has come off the Stepdown 2. So the Stepdown 2 a while ago had a bit of a hip, but I feel like this is slightly more exaggerated on the Hot Knife. And you can actually feel that when surfing, because between here and here, I actually have a fairly straight rail outline that holds a lot of volume. I mean, it holds a lot of width. And then it just suddenly comes into that hip there and pulls it into a nice and tighter tail. So you just feel that release. You'll kind of snap out of turns really suddenly. But it feels really kind of nice and it has this nice bit of release. So it's been a lot of fun to surf. Over the Hot Knife, I've actually tried a whole bunch of fins out with it. First I rode the AM2s, which is one of my favorite go-to fins. It kind of works in everything. That I'd seen a few different people riding a Hot Knife, including Davies, and while they've been riding FCS, they've been riding the Mick Fanning fin. So Futures do the DHD fin, which is pretty much the same fin. I think they are both based off the DHD saw fin template, which you used to use when everyone rode fixed fins. And this is a really nice upright fin. It's pretty much an all-round kind of fin, works in most conditions, and I really enjoyed it in this board. If you follow Futures and you're a fan of their ride number system, this has a ride number of 5.8. The volume in the Hot Knife was 30.2 litres. So for shortboards and this kind of thing, I try and sit around the 30 litre mark, 29.5 to 30.5. It really depends how it feels under the arm, but this felt absolutely perfect. It has a significant amount of foam under the chest and the belly, so it gets you into waves nice and early. It's a really nice paddler. But then, I've said it a few times on boards we've checked out before, I really enjoy boards that keep foam under the back foot. I feel that it just makes surfing and connecting sections, especially when you're an intermediate surfer or a bit heavier, it just makes it very effortless. You're not doing as much work to connect section or trying to make pace. And the Hot Knife, it holds a lot of foam under your back foot. And I feel that just makes surfing really easy and it makes a really fast board. With the leaderage, I'd say kind of stick around what you're used to. If you ride, 29 or 30 in a shortboard, stick around that, maybe add half a litre. But better than anything is to go and get one and put it under your arm. You can't go past that. Leaderage is a great guide, but there's nothing quite like putting a board under your arm. Overall, I've been frothing on the Hot Knife. It's been a whole lot of fun to surf. I'm a huge fan of Chilli Surfboards, and I'm a huge fan of Davies surfing. He's a big burly guy, 90, 95 kilos. So to see a board that he put together, being a heavy guy myself, I was frothing to check it out. And this thing has not disappointed. Look, I've had a lot of fun. The board's been absolutely epic, and hopefully you get a chance to check one out too. Thanks so much for watching.